So we go into game number 2. It has been started, and we're going to switch into game view as soon as we can. And am I going to grab the introductions?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I think I'm going to grab the introductions.
Yeah.
So down here in the right corner, we have our Zerg player, and it is, give it up for Fiishy. I'm not going to wait for the applause this time.
What?
And shit, don't question me.
Okay.
In the left corner down here, we have the Protoss player, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the beautiful, give it up for Entex. And we're having a few premature... Yes, I should have waited for the applause. Never mind. Let's wait for these ones. Is the beautiful, give it up for Entex. There we go.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
that's it.
We're enjoying ourselves down here in the hood. The question is when this is over and we're going to try to get out of here in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
How well is that going to work? Are we going to get knifed, killed, murdered, stabbed?
I think all of them.
I think all of them.
And raped.
And raped at the same time.
Yes, by the same person.
By the fair enough. Person with multi-skills. That's nice. They have a lot of interesting skill sets out here.
You know what?
Yes?
I noticed something about Fiishy last game.
Which is?
He had exceptional Overlord spread.
Oh, he did actually.
All the map. He saw everything happening.
Yeah. Which is
I loved it. And too bad for him there were no drops.
Actually, yes. Too bad for him he wasn't playing well, if he would have been playing a Terran player, those Overlords would have died. But anyway. No, it's very good to cover the map with Overlords quite early on to see scout for any type of cheeses, any type of early anything, any type of secret rushes. Point is, when you do that early, if you skip the really early expansion, is that you want to put pressure, and a good way to do that is try to bypass all of the towers and so forth, to try to take the Zerg by surprise. And what are we going to see now? We have an expansion after pool, of course. And on the Protoss side, we have the same opening as last time. So
early gas.
He doesn't like his very early expansions.
No, that's a bit strange since Forge Fast Expand is, well, standard.
Well, quite
nowadays.
standard nowadays. But yes, if you haven't played for half a year, then...
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was a year, actually.
A year or something like that.
Yeah, and then it fits the metagame where it was then.
Yeah, it fits the metagame very well. The question is it going to be able to do enough damage now?
Yeah, exactly. Fiishy got his 2 links out and catches Entex scouting probe.
Yep.
So 1 probe down.
1 probe down. And that gives the edge, I guess, to Fiishy right now.
Well, he's still behind in workers, but not by a lot.
That's because he has his expansion down, and it's going to take a while, but it's going to kick in.
True.
So,
do you want to say anything about Entex opening? A toss player as you are?
Well, I want to say that this looks very, very standard. What I'm wondering is what's up with that wall-off?
Yeah.
Or the lack of
wall-off.
Yeah,
can we see the wall-off again?
Yes.
That's not a wall-off, really.
That's not really a wall-off.
Now it can be.
It can be a wall-off if he moves that second zealot. But I think he's somewhat confident that he can hold early, very early all-in every case. And he's a bit supply blocked, but yes, here we go. Here's the standard all-in-all metagame from at least a year ago. It was a lot more common than today.
Yeah, it's a 4-gate this time.
It's a 4-gate this time. And the question is, what's Fiishy going to do? He's planting down spine crawlers. Does he know that this is coming? Has he scouted it with anything?
Well, no, he hasn't.
He hasn't scouted the gateways, but then again, he scouted the fact that there's no second nexus. So
exactly. He could also be preparing because he saw the build last game.
Yeah.
It came to fairly early pressure, and on this map he only has 1 ramp to defend because he wasn't forced to take another natural than his own.
Exactly.
So I think those spine crawlers makes perfect sense.
I think that makes perfect sense, and I think he has a very good read actually on Entex because he's throwing out a whole bunch of Zerglings. He hasn't saturated his second base. He doesn't have a lot of workers mining there, so he's figuring something early is coming. But the question is, do we even have a proxy python?
No, we don't.
So this is going to be a bit of a late 4-gate. And will it do enough damage? Yeah, the interesting part is that Fiishy doesn't even have Zergling speed yet. Which actually really isn't going to help or make or break him too much because he won't want to run away from those pine crawlers anyway.
The proxy pylon is coming up right now in the middle.
Yes, it's a little bit late, so the timing of this 4-gate is not perfect, but...
a 4-gate is supposed to hit at 6:30?
6:30, somewhere around there.
So it's half a minute late at least.
Yes, but it's going to be a little bit more powerful, and I'm guessing the point is he doesn't need a more powerful 4-gate to actually take down those 2 spine crawlers.
Yeah, Fiishy of course has seen this, and he's preparing. He's putting a 3rd spine crawler, and the links are coming in.
Yeah, and there's no force fields as of yet.
He only got 1 sentry, and he doesn't have any energy on it.
And he doesn't have any energy on that sentry, so this is going to be very tricky. The question is if he shouldn't actually think about expanding behind this. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to break this ram.
No, I don't think so. Because the 3rd spine crawler is coming up now, and the Queen is helping out.
18 Zerglings are on the way to the map as well. Well, he does manage to take out the ramp, and actually if he manages to take out the spine crawler and possibly the Queens before those Zerglings pop out, then he's going to be able to do quite a lot of damage with this.
But here comes the links.
Here comes the links reinforcing this, and he's going to lose that sentry. Not that it actually had too much energy, but if he manages to get those 2 stalkers down, I think this is the end of that 4-gate. And it looks a little bad actually for Entex right now. There's a lot of Zerglings out now, and they're getting a very good surround on the Protoss units. 4 more Zealots are warping in, but I don't think that's going to help actually.
No, and Zergling speed, as you said, has kicked in, so he can kite, he can surround all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that probe was doing in the army actually.
No, actually.
But this 4-gate has failed.
This 4-gate has failed.
Yeah,
failed.
We should have a splash for that.
Yeah, we should have
4-gate failed.
Yeah, but we would be when cheese fails in that case.
Oh.
Like TV's when cheese fails, which is nice. It's a nice thing, but I don't think we should steal it. But we could grab the fail. We'll fix that to next time.
Are you Maximus Black then, and I'm that one?
Yeah, I'm Maximus. I actually played him on ladder. That's fun. I met him on ladder as random. I was very, very tired, so I got Terran, which is by far my worst race, which is by far your best race, because that's basically the only race you're playing.
Yes, I have won 1 ladder game as Toss. Yes,
well.
by mistake, and it was your fault.
That's true.
This is a bit of a funny story. We were hunting for achievements, so we were going to beat a lot of insane computers in 2v2, I think.
2v2 versus insane computers, 15 in a row.
Yeah, and there were so many, so we just started cannon rushing.
Yeah, until one game when we figured out that...
Wait a minute, those computers have names.
Yes. Oh, we're laddering 2v2.
What the hell? I'm laddering as Toss? What do we do?
And we were in the middle of our cannon rush. So, we just finished the cannon rush. We smashed them.
Yes.
And they were angry.
Yes, and I felt bad.
Yes, I felt bad as well. But we apologize, so it's okay. And now, getting back to the game, we have a lair coming up. 7 overlords for Fiishy.
Yeah, and another expansion for Fiishy as well.
Yes, another expansion. So he's just working on his lead, and the Protoss player is not even up on his 2nd base yet. So
and he's going mass Zealot with it has a lot of sentries.
Oh,
so just links could be very tricky against this.
Well, the interesting point is he failed his 4-gate, and the question is what do you follow that up with? It's basically, I'm guessing, taking it further into a bit of an all-in.
Oh, Fiishy shouldn't take that fight.
No, it really should not take that fight. And the point is, Entex though really needs to keep that energy as high as possible on those sentries. He's going to need to use every possible force field if he wants to get up that ramp.
Yeah, but there's also 4 spine crawlers now.
Yeah, but the point is he's going to have to. Well, basically, he's going for the third base, which is smart. I'm guessing he figured that it's there. Let's see if we get him to turn around. And there's a bit of an engagement, I think.
Entex, don't go up to the 2nd. No.
Don't take the 2nd. There's a lot of spine crawlers, and actually, but the point is, he could force field behind the spine crawlers and kill them. And in that case, he would have a chance to push up. And here comes a big surround by the links, but the point is, they're surrounding Zealots as of right now, and that's never a really good idea. And we have a few force fields shutting off the roaches. So actually, that looked like a very good engagement for Entex.
Yeah. As good as it could go, I think.
I think so too, and he's taking his 2nd base behind this. So
okay, force field the ramp. Force field the ramp after
you. Force field the ramp.
No, the roaches doesn't want to go up.
Yeah. Oh, and he force fields the ramp, and he's going to be able to take out that 3rd base.
Yeah, very nicely done.
So we're going to be down to 2 bases each again, as long as Entex manages to actually saturate his base. Yeah. And the question is, has Fiishy too much of a lead?
He cannot
lose that army, and he's going to lose those sentries now, I think. And he actually managed to force field his own Zealots from attacking, which was a bit of a blunder, I think. And here's the second push from those roaches, and this army is trapped. This army is doomed.
Yeah, this army doesn't look good at all.
This army is like out here without a passport.
Yeah, exactly. They're in the hood without a passport.
Yeah, exactly. That army is in the wrong hood and has no passport. And it has a very low saturation on that second base. So the question is, does he have anything more to follow this up with?
At the moment, no.
At the moment, no. In the future, possibly.
Let's see his tech. He's working on... No, he doesn't. He already has
He's
+1 weapons, actually.
Oh, that's pretty nice. He's working on his gas right now, and here comes the armor as well. So he has a little tech coming along, but is still only focusing on gateway units. And here comes a roach push across the map.
A big roach push.
A big roach push. And the question is, does he even have any sentries? No, he's warping in a lot of zealots.
And
he does have a few sentries. He needs to turn around right now, get back up that ramp, and keep it force fielded until he's been able to warp a few more units in. And the point is...
But he can't force field forever here.
He can't force field forever. He manages to force field those, and he gets the zealots into the front. The roaches, though, are focusing the sentries, and that's really bad. If he loses those sentries, then he doesn't have anything to really
but he hit those force fields again, so it's a good micro battle,
actually. It's a good micro battle, actually. He's taking out a lot of roaches, and, the question is, shouldn't he be... I think he should be... he should be warping in a few more. He doesn't have the gas, which is too bad, but he should be warping in a bunch of stalkers, actually. They do the damage that's necessary to these roaches, and they're going to be able to stutter step micro all day long and taking out
these comes the reinforcements.
Here comes the reinforcements, and this game has been moving in. This game is on overtime, man.
Yes, absolutely.
This game is on overtime.
Maybe if he pulled all this...
oh, God, GG.
And there's the GG.
Well played. The end of the game. GG, well played. Nice-mannered end. And I'm guessing that Fiishy... Well, who owes who a beer? I'm not sure anymore.
Fiishy owes Entex a beer.
All right, so Fiishy owes Entex a beer now. Fair enough. As a mannered player, I think you should buy him one.
Absolutely.
And it seemed like Entex was a little bit rusty as of right now.
Yeah, I would say so.
I would say so too, but there was a few things he could have done to really win that, and I like the decision of taking out the third base.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally correct choice to do that.
Yes, and it gave him the possibility to catch out